Happy Friday, everyone. Going to be going live with Mecole the Jet Hardman today, talking about the 2021 NFL season. Hold on, there he is. Hey, Mecole, how you doing, buddy?
Good, how you doing?
I'm good, man. Thanks for joining us today.
Oh yeah,
I
no
appreciate you
problem.
taking the time. Good to see you, man. Everything all right?
Yes, sir. Everything good.
Awesome, awesome. I'm going to do a brief intro just while everyone logs on. So we're lucky today to be talking with Mecole Hardman, one of the most explosive athletes on the planet. I'm sure he would agree, as evidenced by his nickname, the Jet. He is a Pro Bowl NFL wide receiver kick returner and Super Bowl champion for the Kansas City Chiefs. A little background, Mecole was an All-American in high school and heavily recruited to play at Georgia. By his sophomore year, Mecole finished with 1,300 all-purpose yards, 6 total touchdowns, and helped Georgia win the SEC title and reach the national championship game. In that championship game, he had 2 touchdowns, an 80-yard reception, and a 1-yard run. As a junior, Mecole was named to ESPN's First Team All-American team, leading to early entry into the NFL draft, where the Kansas City Chiefs drafted him in the second round and the 5th overall wide receiver selected. As a rookie, Mecole ended up with 1,400 all-purpose yards, 7 total touchdowns, leading to a Pro Bowl selection and second-team All-Pro, the only rookie to have both honors. Mecole and the Chiefs capped off their Super Bowl season by winning the Lombardi Trophy over the 49ers, the first time in over 50 years. Now going into his 3rd season, Mecole is looking to keep building on his amazing start, and we're here to discuss the 2021 NFL season. So again, Mecole, thanks for joining us, buddy. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it. Yes, sir. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
So I'm just going to just start by talking about some of the new changes this year. What do the players think about the 17 game season? Is there some concern about injury going on with the extra game amongst your teammates?
Um, I don't think it's really a concern. It's just extra game on the schedule. I think it's just for us to to take into consideration that we got another game. So it's just basically take care of your body a little bit more better. So I mean, an extra week, extra check for real. But that's it's cool though. I think it'd be nice. We like to play the game, so it's something we can look forward to and be prepared for.
How do you take care of your body during the season, making sure that you avoid injury? I mean, you haven't had a major injury, thankfully, but how do you yourself take care of your body during the season to make sure that you stay healthy?
Just different things. Just you know, trying to prevent injuries is like keeping your body up and not trying to like take care of your body when you're hurting. So I do things like massages. That cater to like myself. I think a lot of people you know do things differently, but I just do things that help me out. With this, cupping, grasping, stretching here and there. And as I said, massages. So just things of that nature, and just keeping my body, as comfortable and fresh as possible going out on game day or throughout practices. So just try to keep that in throughout the weekend. Just be as fresh as possible for game day.
Got you. Now, what about COVID? I know that this year it's a lot more relaxed, but what are the Chiefs doing as an organization for COVID? What kind of precautions do they have for you guys?
Whatever the league whatever the league policy is. So we are following the guidelines that the league has had given us, and so it's more lenient for vaccinated players as it is for the unvaccinated players, and so it just depends on what guidelines they have. I'm pretty sure we'll get all those when we get to camp. So basically, probably not no large gatherings, can't be around people for certain amount of time. Still probably try to be 6 feet. So probably all the normal rules, but it's definitely more lenient for like I think for the vaccinated players from my yeah, from what I've heard. So it's just basically just the same thing as last year, but just more lenient on the vaccinated players.
Yeah, I mean, it's nice to have fans back in the stands. I'm sure you would agree. Getting into this season, if you take the Chiefs out of the mix, who are the top 5 teams in your opinion? If you don't count the Chiefs.
Uh, Top 5 team in no particular order. Uh, Probably the Bucks, the Bills. I think the Bills good. I will say the Packers, but I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is gonna be there or not. But with Aaron Rodgers, I like the Packers. The Titans, I think they're gonna be a great team this year. You know, with Julio and the addition of him. How many teams it was? Four. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so one more team. Not sure. I can't think. Um, who I forget? Who I'm thinking of? Oh yeah, I like the Steelers, man. I think the Steelers gonna be a good team this year too.
All right.
Um, so, but that's just some teams on top of my head.
So what do you think is going to happen with the whole Aaron Rodgers situation if you had to predict? I know it's hard, but if you had to make a call, does he play this year? And if he does, for the Packers or for someone else?
I don't know. That's tough. I think he's keeping us guessing. But I think he loves this game, so I think he wants to play. You know, if the terms are right and the conditions are right. But if not, then I mean, I think he can sit out a year if need to be. I think he's well off enough to do that. But I think he wants to play, and I think the Packers are gonna make the right things that, that make him happy. And if not, then I guess we'll see him on another team. So.
Yeah, I hope so, because the Packers definitely need him. But so talking about the Chiefs, I know last year in the playoffs, the offensive line had a lot of injuries. There were a lot of question marks. How's the offensive line looking this year going into training camp for you guys?
Well, that's still a big question. You know, we got to see when the pass get on and how they gel together and picking up blitzes and stunts and everything from the defense. So we definitely it's definitely gonna be to be seen. But from OTA, they look very good. They look very firm and look like they play well. They're gonna play well together. So it's gonna be interesting to see in training camp. But I think they're gonna be great, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, great to hear. Asking your opinion about some of the offseason trades. Jared Goff for Stafford. Who do you think came out on top on that trade?
It depends. I think Matthew Stafford been consistent throughout his career in the league. So I don't think you can go wrong with Matthew Stafford at all. And plus, he a UGA, alum. So, I'm kind of biased towards him anyway. But Jared Goff, I think he's still a great quarterback. He did what he's supposed to do at the Rams. I think he took him. But did he take them to a Super Bowl? If I'm not
He
mistaken.
did. He did. They
Yeah.
lost to the Patriots. Yeah.
Right, yeah. So he's been doing what he's supposed to do in the league as well. So I don't think it's no lose situation. I think it's a win-win situation. I think both coaches on both of those teams know how to surround those guys with some weapons for their choice. So I think both teams really got off on a good foot. I think it's a switch up. It's something different, and sometimes change is good. So I think it's good for both teams.
Awesome. What about who's going to start up in New England? Cam Newton or Mac Jones, if you had to guess?
I think it's Cam at first. I think they'll let him learn behind Cam, and I think Cam coming into the season healthy this year. So I think they'll give him all the opportunities in the world to prove himself and do what he need to do. And Matt Jones definitely is going to be a great understudy to learn under Cam and learn from him and his knowledge and wisdom. And if it's come to a time where he needs to take over and take the reins, I think he'll be ready for it. He's a great quarterback, came from Alabama, so he's definitely well prepared. So it's gonna be interesting. But I think Cam starts off first, and then if it doesn't work, then Matt will take care.
All right. Justin Fields, Andy Dalton, same situation, or you think Justin Fields gets on the field day one?
I think it'd be a matter of time for Justin gets on the field. I know they named Andy Dalton the starting quarterback, and which is good. I think let a veteran start out first, and I think Andy Dalton's a great quarterback for Justin to learn from. Justin, my guy, he played at UGA as well. When Ohio State had a great career. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of time for him to take over the starting role. I think he's got to be ready when his number is called. But until then, I think he need to learn from Andy Dalton and learn as much as he can, and soak up all the knowledge and wisdom that Andy gives him. And I'm pretty sure Andy won't have a problem, teaching him. So yeah, I think it's just a matter of time. But I think before the season over, Justin will be starting.
And one more, Taysom Hill versus Jameis Winston out in New Orleans.
That's a tricky one. I think Jameis is more suited to be the quarterback. I think he has a better throwing ability than Taysom Hill. I think Taysom Hill is more active and more versatile than Jameis. So I think it's going to be a dual quarterback system. I think they're going to use both of them in their system. Um, However, Coach Payton does that, I don't know, but I think they're going to use both of them for sure. And it's going to be interesting to see who starts the games out and how they do it. So, but I think they use both of them. But I think Jameis is going to start just for the quarterback standpoint. So.
Got you. And what about Miami's situation? I mean, you played against Tua in the national championship game, and you played against him, while you were at Georgia. What do you think about Tua, and do you think that he's going to be a franchise quarterback?
Almost definitely. I think Tua a great quarterback. Left-handed, great instinct, great ability. Got a good arm, and he's mobile. I think he got the pocket well. He can throw on the run. So I think he got all the tools to be a franchise quarterback, and I think he's going to do that. I think he's going to prove that this year. He had a good season last year. So I think it's just up to him to prove everybody that he can be that and show the organization that he can do it. And I believe in him. I think he's going to be a great quarterback in the future. One of the best quarterbacks he's going to be in the league for time to come. So I think he got a great future ahead of him.
That's great to hear, man, because everyone's very excited down here in Miami. So hopefully what you're saying is true. Who do you think comes back better this year from their brutal injury, Burrow or Prescott?
Oh, that's tough. Both great quarterbacks. I think that because he got more to prove. I think he got more pressure. And I think either pressure bust pipes or it make diamonds. And I think Dak's gonna have a good year. Man, he was on pace to have the best year as a quarterback before he got injured. And so I think he's been waiting for this time to coming back healthy and prove a lot. And so yeah, I give it to Dak, but also Joe, he's gonna have a great year. He was having a good rookie year. Him and Justin Herbert was going back and forth for the best QB. So, but yeah, I like Dak.
Yeah, I mean they're both fantastic, and hopefully they can both come back from those injuries. So let's say that you're the GM of a brand new football team, and you can pick any player. Who are you picking at quarterback? I'm assuming I know the answer to this one, but if you could pick any quarterback in the league, who would you have lead your team?
Patrick Mahomes for sure.
Yeah, absolutely, right?
Yeah, I'm going with Pat for sure. I never go against him.
Yeah. What is it like to play with Pat, just in terms of his abilities, his arm strength, his ability to kind of extend the play and run? Must be amazing.
Oh yeah. I think what he just brings a different element to the game. With his ability to get out of the pocket, to throw on the run, his arm strength, man, his knowledge of what's going on around. I mean, it really spoils you as a receiver. And I'm just happy to be able to play with him, man, and just try to make him look good at any time I get a chance to, because everything he's getting, everything he deserved, and he's a real hard worker. So I'm just happy to be on the field with him.
Let's say you had to pick one running back in the league, and you're the GM of a team. Who do you pick at your running back spot?
I guess it depends on what I'm looking for. If I want a versatile running back, at the backfield, that can give me 4 downs, and I go with Christian McCaffrey. If I'm a downhill running team, Derrick Henry, of course. But if I want some, style, somebody that's going to, have that swagger about him, I like Alvin Kamara. But then again, if I want an all-purpose back, I'll go with Ezekiel Elliott. So, so much you can go with, man. But I like Christian McCaffrey, though, man. I like Christian. I think he's a franchise running back.
Yeah, hopefully he comes back from his injury. Last year he was cut short, but, I mean,
Right.
Certainly one of the most talented guys.
Definitely.
Who are your top 3 receivers if you got to pick them?
Top 3, Tyreek Hill is 1. That's tough. I like Tyreek Hill definitely is 1. Devontae Adams is 2. And you can really go either way. Stephon Diggs, DeAndre Hopkins. That's tough for that at 3. I like D-Hop, man. I think he's been consistent throughout his years. And I would say Julio, but Julio was hurt last year. So yeah, D-Hop, Julio, one of the 2.
I mean, you can't really go wrong with those 2 guys, I'm sure.
And
And what about tight end? I'm assuming Kelsey, or are you going?
Nah, Kelsey won for sure. I mean, first tight end, I think consecutive 5 seasons, 7,000 season yards. I mean, 100 catches in the season. I mean, was leading the league in receiving no matter what position. I mean, it's hard to go against him. And I think his blocking underrated. So yeah, I like Kelsey, Kittle, Darren Waller, top 3 tight ends.
Yeah, all of those guys are superstars. You had mentioned earlier about the Titans. What do you think now that they got Julio Jones, Derrick Henry, Tannehill? It's kind of a sick offense, no?
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's only one football, so hopefully they figure that out. But I think once they get that ball rolling and figure it out, it's gonna be nice. Because I don't know if you still gonna give it to Derrick Henry 30 times a game, or you gonna give Julio 15 targets. Then you got the big monster AJ Brown on the other side of him. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta figure out the game or who's gonna be that main guy, or if they're gonna just share the ball around equally. So it's gonna be fun to see how they figured it out.
Who's going to be Rookie of the Year this year?
Whew, that's tough. I'm assuming it's gonna be a quarterback, how it usually goes. But non-quarterback, oh man, I think, mm, that's
Jamar
tough.
Chase, Devontae Smith.
That's where I was going at. I don't know. I like Devontae Smith, man. I think he in a great situation with a quarterback he's played with before. Um, I think they already got a connection. I think he's hungry. I like that. Jamar Chase, I don't know. He took a year off. So we're gonna see how that works. But he with a quarterback he been with before as well. So that's kind of a sticky situation. I like Devontae Smith, man, but I think everybody's still going Jalen Water too. I think he's gonna be in a great situation with a quarterback he been with before. So it's like it's kind of scary. So it'd be one of those receivers, if not a quarterback, like Justin Fields.
Yeah, Justin Fields definitely has a good opportunity to succeed. What team is going to be the biggest surprise this year? Team that kind of comes out of nowhere to make the playoffs potentially.
Out of nowhere.
Maybe the Dolphins?
Well, yeah, Dolphins would definitely be a contender for sure. I believe. I'm trying to think who missed it last year. I really want to go on our conference and say like the Raiders, man. I think they prime for a good season this year. I know it's hard to say that, being a Chiefs fan, but I'm just speaking facts. Yeah. I think the Dolphins. You definitely say they won with the Dolphins for sure. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, you just never know, man. Like anything can happen. Everybody have a great season. I think the Cowboys prime to have a great season this year. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what happens. Injuries can happen, so you just never know.
I got you. So all the talk about Tim Tebow playing tight end, what's your thought about that? You think he's going to succeed as a tight end, or is it all just going to end as a bust?
Well, Tebow a competitor, and I think the competitiveness in him gonna make him be good at whatever he does. A lot of people say he couldn't play the quarterback in the league. He led the Broncos to their last playoff appearance. I mean, he did what he needed to do whenever he was playing. So I think if you really taking this tight end seriously, I think he can be good at it. I think he probably just have to work on the ins and outs of like the blocking of it and stuff like that. But I think he'd be good at it. I think he's good enough to make a team for sure. Just because of his leadership and what he brings to the field. So and he can do a lot of things on him too. Play packages. He can throw the ball. So it's a lot of versatility in him and what he can do. So I like him making the team.
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting to see that. And plus, he's got his old coach. He has a great quarterback, a new rookie running back. So hopefully it worked out. Chiefs aside, who has the best offense in the NFL if you take the Chiefs out of the mix?
Oh, I mean, you can't go wrong with the Bucks. I mean, with Tom Brady right there, we still got Mike Evans. You know, God. Oh, yeah, them. I like the Browns. OBJ coming back. He a beast. Jarvis Landry's there. You got that dual-headed monster at running back with Hunt and Nick. Another Georgia alum. can be for the quarterback. So yeah, probably the Browns or the Bucks. I think they can go at one and two.
All right. And what about defense, Chiefs aside? Best defense?
Best defense. I like the Rams. I think with Jalen Ramsey out there on the island by himself, Aaron Donald in the middle. I think it's hard to go against that. And then the Bucks again, man. That front seven is crazy. That front seven is crazy. So yeah, the Rams, Bucks. I think the Steelers always have a great defense. Yeah. So one of them three.
Got you. And you mentioned Jalen Ramsey. Who is the toughest quarterback to play against? Is it Jalen Ramsey? Who gives you, or if you have played against him, but who gives you the hardest time when you match up against them playing corner?
I think I went against Jalen my rookie year, Jacksonville. Tyreek got hurt, and I ended up going against him. And man, I just thought about being out there. I was like, man, this dude is real deal to legit. Like he's that guy. Like he's nice. Like I couldn't really do nothing. And granted, I was a rookie still, so he probably thought it was just lunch meat out there for real. So yeah, I'm a big fan of Jalen Ramsey, man. Tre'Davious White from the Bills. I think he give me a good match. Bigger corner, physical corner. Stephon Gilmore is one of those guys. So yeah, them three.
Got you. Do you think the Patriots go back to being amazing, or you think it's done now that Tom Brady's gone?
Well, it's hard to be great when a guy, the greatest player to ever play this game, leave your team. So it's like it's hard to say that. But I mean, I figure if they ever figure out their defense always been there, but if they ever figure out their offense, the quarterback situation, and get a solid QB that's consistent every game, and you know what you're gonna get out of them, I think that'd be good and still be a contender or a playoff team in the AFC.
So let me ask you a very serious question: who's faster, you or Tyreek Hill?
I don't know, man. Tyreek right now, because he did beat me in a race. Granted, it's a reason he won because I really wasn't loose when I ran. I'm not making no excuses, but yeah, Tyreek for sure. He's different, man. Different kind of speed. Quickness, top end. He's different, man. So I'll be working every day, trying to increase my speed. So whenever that race do come again, I'm more prepared. So I definitely give him the upper hand as of right now.
Love hearing that. Final question, man. Will the Chiefs win the Super Bowl this year? And if so, who are they going to play against in the Super Bowl?
I hope to play the Bucks again, for real. But I don't know. We're going to see, man. That's our goal ultimately is to get back to the Super Bowl. And that's every team goal coming into the season. And but we're just going to take it one game at a time and just stay healthy. And if the Super Bowl presents itself again, we'll be there again, and we'll be ready, more prepared than we was last year. And and hopefully we can meet up with the Bucks again if that was to be the case.
Sounds like a great matchup. I'm sure people would love to see it. Listen, man, thanks for your time. I know you're super busy. Good luck this year. Good luck with training camp. Stay healthy. And again, thanks for all you do, man. Rooting for the Chiefs, except against the Dolphins.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a great day. Thanks again, man.
Yes, sir.